We're talking with Pat Forde of ESPN, and Pat, just kind of briefly talk about Ole Miss and then State for a second, kind of what you expect from them this season.
I expect big things from Ole Miss. Obviously everybody else does as well. The main question is, can they handle the expectations? I think that probably the hunger's at an all-time high there, since they have been the only school in the West not to win the Western Division, and you would think they got the personnel to really compete for it. I think Jevin Sneed picks up where he left off at the end of last year. Greg Hardy, if he does come back fine with the injury and everything, I expect them to have a very big season. I expect them to be right there with Alabama for the West. And
as far as Mississippi State, we got a chance to hear Mullen, and I know Nutt's an exciting guy, but Dan Mullen is really energetic. Talk about what you expect from him and how you think he's going to do in Starkville.
Yeah, I love Mullen, love the hire there. I think that's a great move, but I would be very cautious about expecting miracles right away if you're Mississippi State. I think that there's going to be a pretty big rebuilding job there. You're talking about a very different scheme that you're putting people into. I don't think the talent base was too phenomenal to begin with, and it's just in this league, you got to take baby steps. Nobody takes humongous jumps, I don't think. So in the SEC West, it's going to be loaded this year, and I expect them to take their lumps, but put a better product on the field probably than last year.
And back with Ole Miss with Jevin Sneed, you've seen a lot of Heisman candidates, a lot of Heisman programs. Is Sneed, can he live up to that hype, and is he a legitimate Heisman candidate?
Yeah, he is, absolutely. I think that he's got Heisman qualifications if he plays up to his capabilities. I think if Ole Miss wins 10 games, wins the Western Division, something like that, then he's almost automatically going to be there, because I don't think Ole Miss can do that unless he's playing really well. So if he has a big season in terms of numbers and they have a big season in terms of wins, if they're in the top 10, then I think he's an automatic Heisman candidate.
And last question, kind of an ESPN question here. You make your rounds on the radio shows and the Mike and Mikes, the Colin Cowherds. If you had to be stuck on an island with one of the Mikes, which one would it be, and why would you rule out the other Mike?
Wow, good question. I think I would take Golick, because I guess I'm more of I don't think I'm a neat and clean kind of guy like Greeny, so I would take Mike Golick.